another wonderful signing by Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea Football Club feel like we are moving in the right direction. We have been making great decision after great decision, and the good times feel like they are coming back. Helping me now dissect exactly what is going on at Stamford Bridge.
Yes, guys, Maxence Lacroix to Chelsea is a here we go. We have got the man for £52 million. Maxence Lacroix to Chelsea, here we go. Agreement in place with official bid accepted by Crystal Palace. Broad terms in place last night and medical ongoing in London for the centre-back today. £52 million transfer fee. Axel Disasi not included in the deal. Lacroix signs until June 2032. This is massive for Chelsea. This was the centre-back we wanted, and we have gone out there and we have bought him. 52 million, almost said 62 then. That's what I was kind of expecting this deal to cost us. Chelsea have got it for about 8 million less than what I personally thought it would get done for. I thought we were going to have to pay Palace 60 million, but we've got it done for 52 million. And this is important because Chelsea this summer, it is about balancing the books. How much do we bring in for certain players? How much then can we go and spend? But I want to say this, right? Because at the beginning of the transfer window, when Xabi Alonso came in, it wasn't just us that were looking at the team last season and thinking, well, we might have a lot of players, but it is a little bit light. And I mean that in a physical sense. We have now gone and bought in 6'1" Palestra, 6'2" Morgan Rogers, and 6'4" Maxence Lacroix. So I am absolutely delighted that not only 2 out of these 3 players are 2 of the top level Premier League players, Premier League proven talent, but we're also addressing the things accurately that were clearly standout issues for Chelsea last season. And for that, round of applause to the football club. This is moving in the right direction. Not only is it moving in the right direction, but we have known Maxence Lacroix was the top centre-back target even during the World Cup was on. Chelsea are going out there. Alajbegovic is reportedly the man going out there and getting these deals signed. Now the question is, and we spoke about this morning, where are the sporting directors right now? What are they doing? Is this about watching Alajbegovic on the job and then they get to keep their job and hopefully they can replicate it? I don't know and I don't care. Because right now, Chelsea's priority was getting these deals done. We've broken a club record to sign Morgan Rogers. And now we have got Xabi Alonso, the man that he wanted. We have got a 6'4" enforcer in the back line. Yes, he's better from what we've seen at Palace, playing in a back 3. Yes, Jude Bellingham cooked him at the World Cup. People are going to use that forever. Why? It was a game of football that nobody cared about at the end of the World Cup. 3rd and 4th place match. No one cares. Literally, Chelsea-Fulham, in my opinion, on the first day of the season, is bigger than a 3rd and 4th place playoff in a World Cup because it's Premier League football. Now, in terms of Maxence Lacroix's World Cup performance, I thought up until that game against England, he was very good. We are talking here about a leader. We are talking here about a player who has that Premier League experience that we have been crying out for. Now, I think it's going to be interesting. There might be a lot of Chelsea fans still, and I think that this could be the right thing because we had a good start to the window last summer. We bought in Joao Pedro. He started firing at the Club World Cup, and then we didn't act up and follow it. This summer, I don't think it's one of those windows where we have to go and buy 10 or 11 players. This is a window where if you can bring in 5 or 6 top quality footballers, I think we still need to replace Marc Cucurella. I still think a top quality midfielder has to come in. We can't trust Lavia. We don't know what Enzo we're going to get. And we need to protect Caicedo. I think a top midfielder needs to come in. We're going to talk about that next. But we have bought in a top centre-back. If we can bring in John Stones as well, another Premier League proven leader, 32 years old, then I think that is proof again that Chelsea have fully learned from our mistakes. And up until this point, we are learning. We are doing things differently. And that is so important in the window when you give Xabi Alonso the keys to the job. You allow him to not just be a coach who does a few different drills and tactical things on the training ground. Let him be the manager. Look at Aston Villa. Would you really say, and people have only just started to clock this, Aston Villa weren't seen as a Big Six club. Now they're consistently operating on that level. Why? Well, Aston Villa have got Unai Emery. They allow Unai Emery to run the club. If Emery wants someone, Villa, within their financial restraints, they go and try and get him that player or get him that caliber or type or mould of player. Xabi Alonso here is clearly having a big say at Chelsea. And I think the effects, maybe we've got to say thank you.
Today, speaking mainly on Lacroix, Crystal Palace, Disasi, I've got an update on all of that as well, don't worry. And Alajbegovic to Chelsea being a deal that is looking like it's going to happen. So keep your eyes on that to happen. We haven't got much of an update on that until now, since earlier on. So we'll leave that one to cook. Like I was saying, and I'm going to bring this up, right, because this is important. 2 days ago, I said to get ready, guys. Lacroix to Chelsea announcement is imminent, right? In the bag. Done deal. Done deal. Okay? Earlier on today, I said that. And then, the very moment when all the journalists started kicking off. And we got this from Fabrizio literally seconds after I'd posted that. By the way, I told you guys I'm going to be fully transparent. I'm going to be fully transparent, right? I'm not going to lie. I got a message, right? And I looked and I went, okay, hang on. Really? Okay, cool. Fantastic. Post. And I posted. Second. All of a sudden, this came from Fabrizio. And then we started getting everything else. I believe Ben Jacobs, everyone started saying, okay, there's news. Lacroix, it's all happening. Now, then a little bit afterwards, we had Fabrizio come out with this. So check this out. Maxence Lacroix and Chelsea deal at final stages as reported yesterday with full agreement on personal terms. Chelsea and Crystal Palace owners in contact to get it done any moment. Deal very close. Disasi discussed but not happening. Interesting. There was multiple options discussed, like I did mention, right? Disasi was one of them. Disasi not happening? All right, cool. I'll be honest. I've not heard in terms of what could be happening with Disasi. I know he's an option. I knew he was an option. Like Sarr is an option as well. Sarr was discussed. Is there anyone else that we're going to try and send their way? Why I'm looking and thinking, And look, when there was news earlier on, and let me bring it up for you. Because when I saw this, I was like, there you are. That's what needed to happen in order for things to be done properly, publicly. What was it? Well, let me show you. This is what happened earlier on in the day. Deal reached between Chris Lane, Matsima and Crystal Palace. Negotiations between the two clubs are progressing well. And that's for this central defender. There you are. So if they're getting in their replacement and he's in, are they in need of anyone else?